Hello, thank you for tuning into From Darkness to Light. My name is Shaunie and I will be your host. If you're a Capricorn involved with a Cancer or Cancer involved with a Capricorn, this reading can be for you. This reading can be about family members, friends, lovers, and or others, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Capricorn, Cancer, let's begin. Somebody might be all over the place, physically, mentally. We have ego, hurt ego, ego getting in the way of relationship, etc. Okay? Ego. Okay, so you have somebody here that's ego tripping. Somebody here may owe someone an apology. Somebody may be acting rash, acting stupid, acting simple-minded. Okay? Somebody ego here is hurt. Okay? I'm getting multiple things from this situation. Being that somebody's ego here is hurt in this situation, I'm getting that somebody is not I'm getting that somebody doesn't want to talk about a situation, somebody doesn't want to face a situation or address a situation. Somebody here may have been wrong in some way or another and don't want to own up to it or don't want to admit it. I feel like somebody here might be staying away from another individual for these same exact reasons because their ego is hurt, their ego is bruised. Ignoring. I feel like somebody here may have been ignoring the signs, okay, in this situation. And it could have been that this person may have been ignoring the signs for a long time. It's this energy here of something happening, something coming about because someone here was ignoring the signs. Whatever transpired in this situation here, Capricorn, Cancer, lets somebody know that somebody was right all along in this situation, that they weren't listening to their intuition or their gut feelings because maybe they didn't want to believe it. Okay, maybe somebody here was in denial about something or another. So now you have somebody that could be shutting the world out or shutting people out in general because their ego is hurt. Okay, some type of truth may have been exposed in this situation that someone else here may have tried to deny. But whatever it is that transpired in this situation here, Capricorn, Cancer, it showed some type of undeniable truth. Yeah. Dirt digging. Something here came to light. Something here came to light. You got some karmic friends involved in this situation. Same-ish, different day. You have somebody here creating fake accounts, looking on people's social media pages, possibly even commenting or whatever the case may be, just so that you won't know that it's them or they won't know that it's you. Okay, because this person is afraid to face the situation, face the truth, or face you in general. Okay, like again, somebody's ego is bruised or hurt here regarding this situation, and they may be holding a grudge. They may be holding a grudge. So instead of being an adult about it, instead of being real about it, and you may be dealing with someone who may have mental issues here, but they may not know or they may not be willing to accept that something is like mentally going on with them in some type of another. I'm getting childhood wounds. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting childhood wounds. Whatever this is that's going on with this individual stemmed from um, childhood wounds in some way or another, whatever that means for you or to you. Either way, yeah, you have someone here that's just basically staying in the shadows because their ego is hurt. Their ego is hurt. Something here was exposed. Something here was brought out to light. And they found out that they've been lying to themselves all this time, that the truth was right there in front of their face, but they chose not to see it. So instead of taking accountability for that themselves, for believing the hype, believing the lie, and not wanting to see the truth, they're looking for somebody to blame. They are blaming somebody for the situation. And the person they're blaming is the one that they're actually making fake accounts and spying on, and possibly even trying to get dirt on in some type of way or another to make themselves feel better about their situation, instead of facing it, addressing it, taking accountability so they can heal from these wounds. No. Like I said, it's something that may be mentally wrong with this individual. Depression, I'm getting, okay? For a lot of you, I'm getting somebody here is depressed. We have Seven of Swords in reverse. Now, with the Seven of Swords coming out in reverse, this is someone needing to come clean, or this is somebody getting caught or exposed for their dirty deeds. Okay? So somebody needs to come clean, set the record straight with the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and I feel like they know they do, but the Four of Pentacles says that they've been holding back here, ignoring the situation, ignoring the pain from the situation. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. So you have this person knowing they need to come clean, know they need to set the record straight in this situation, but because their ego is hurt, it's getting in the way of this relationship, this friendship, this familyship, whatever this is for you. It's getting in the way because they don't know how to address the situation. They don't know how to admit that, admit defeat, admit that they were wrong. You know, so, and you may already know. You may already know this. But they're still going to continue with the fake pages, with the this, with the that, snooping on your social media. Like I said, may even be responding because they don't feel like you'll find out or that you'll realize that it's them that's doing this. And for a lot of you, I feel like you already know. For a lot of you, I feel like you already know that it's them. You're just not saying anything because you know this person has issues. You know this person has problems. Something here that they're going to have to heal and heal on their own. It's something here that you cannot help this individual with. They're going to have to see this and heal it on their own. But I don't feel like this individual is ready. Yeah, the Seven of Swords is about getting caught or coming clean. Whichever it is for you. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Somebody's taking their time, need to come forward with something solid, but they're stuck. Two of Swords here, they're stuck. They don't know what to, they don't know how to start the conversation off, basically. They don't know what to say. Like with the Knight of Coins coming up here, that Knight of Pentacles has that energy of being genuine, being solid, but also taking your time, being the slowest. You understand what I'm saying? And with the Two of Swords coming out here, attached to it, this can be being stuck. This can be procrastination because the Knight of Pentacles is already slow. It's already slow. Okay? So I feel like somebody here knows that sooner or later they're going to have to come forward. They're going to have to say something. They're going to have to face you, address the situation. But they're procrastinating because they don't want to deal with it right now. That's basically what that is. They don't want to deal with it right now. So until they do decide they want to deal with it, Cancer, Capricorn, they're going to continue with the fake pages. They're going to pretend they're going to continue to pretend like they're ignoring you, like they're not paying you no mind, like everything is fine, everything is dandy. They're going to continue to pretend with that because this is what's keeping them together in this moment. Okay? This is what's keeping them together mentally in this moment. They do not want to address the hurt. They do not want to address the pain. They do not want to address the fact that they were in denial about whatever this was that eventually got exposed or brought to light. They don't want to address it. You may have called this person in the past. This person may have ignored you in some way or another. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands here, male or female. This can be a mother figure for some of you, an aunt for some of you. Okay, I'm getting that older energy, fire energy here. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo coming out here. Okay, this can be third party energy here regarding this situation, male or female. Somebody owes someone an apology. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Somebody owes someone an apology. Page of Swords. I don't feel like they know how to go about it. I don't feel like they don't know how to go about it. Not only that, you see the way this looks? Somebody afraid that somebody's going to chew their head off if they come towards them and say what need to be said. So for now, this person is stuck. They're stuck in their pride and ego, and that's where they're going to stay until they get up the nerve to want to heal this situation. They're going to stay in the shadows. They're just going to stay stuck, period, until they're tired of it, whenever that is. Memories. So it's something here that's got some negative nostalgia attached to it. Memories coming out here in reverse. This is old childhood wounds too. Old childhood wounds. You may be dwelling too much on past memories, missing out on the present and future opportunities for love. So I feel like with the memories card coming out in reverse here, I feel like this energy is basically telling this person, like, let go of the past. Let go of the past because you're missing out. Like, they're not hurting anybody but themselves by holding back and doing what it is that they're doing. They're missing out on opportunities, not willing to deal with this situation, face this situation, fix this situation. Whatever the case may be, they're missing out here in this situation, dwelling on the past. But this is because there's old wounds here that have not been healed yet. And this person, they don't know how. That's what I feel. I feel like this person either doesn't know how, or they do know what needs to be done and they're dragging their feet about it, being lazy about it because of pride and ego. They don't want someone else to know that, hey, I made a mistake and you were right. You were right. Because this will make them feel some type of way inside. You have somebody here that needs counseling. Seriously. You have somebody here that needs counseling to be able to let this go. Expectations in reverse. Yeah. Somebody somebody expected better of their situation or of someone else and they got disappointed. Expectations in reverse. They got disappointed. Unrealistic expectations may lead to disappointment. See, it's the first line that always does it for me. Unrealistic expectations may lead to disappointment. You know why they say unrealistic? Because you knew from the beginning what this was. This individual knew from the gate what this was. There was all types of red flag signs popping up all over all types of craziness. But for whatever reason, somebody here was ignoring the red flags, which is unrealistic. Because when they're in your face and they're shouting at you, telling you that this is not it, this is not right, this is not what you want, and you still refuse to fall in line. That's not reality. It's not realistic to think that this is going to work. You done seen all the red flags in this situation. So it's unrealistic to think that this is going to work, that this is going to last. Somebody built their situation on a false foundation, and it fell. It either fell or it's falling. Unrealistic expectations may lead to disappointment. The gap between reality and your ideals feels overwhelming. Read it for yourself. Expectations in reverse. Somebody was disappointed here. Something didn't work out or turn out the way somebody thought it was. And this is karma. With balance at the bottom of the deck, this is karma. Cancer, Capricorn, that's what I have for you, and I hope it helps. I'll see you next time.